My average heart rate was 186 beats per minute. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabrielle. Hello, hi, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Get Fit With Me series. Today's video, I am testing how many calories I can burn in just 20 minutes of exercise. Which workout is going to win between HIIT and jogging? I thought this was a really interesting mini experiment because let's face it, time is always of the essence. We end our days thinking, oh, if only there was an extra hour in the day. And whilst I absolutely love exercising, I need it to be efficient. I need it to be in, out, short, snappy. Let's get it done. But not only this, when it comes to weight loss and toning up, as I said in my previous video, it is all about calories in versus calories out. So I want to be burning the most calories when I work out. Let's find out what happens. Before we get into it, I just want to add a little disclaimer to share how I'm going to be tracking my calories, which is with this little device right here, my Apple Watch. I think the Apple Watches, Fitbits and Garmin's are all pretty universal, so I just wanted to add a note to say that I do not have a PhD. I'm not a scientist. This is just little old me doing my typical workouts, but looking at the stats involved to see which exercise is going to burn me the most calories. First is HIIT, which stands for high intensity interval training, and it's the idea that you push your body to maximum capacity from around 20 seconds all the way up to a few minutes, and then you then get to rest. On this particular exercise, I was doing 40 seconds of intense workout and I then rested for 20 seconds. The idea of HIIT is that you work at about 80 to 95% of your maximum heart rate, or at a level 9 or 10 of your RPE, which stands for your rate of perceived exertion, which is basically just how hard you worked in that entire workout. Hello, the first exercise of the challenge is a HIIT workout. I'm outside, I'm in the wilderness. I cannot believe it, but it's actually 21 degrees, so I'm already sweating buckets. You can probably already see, but I'm hoping that the sun will help me burn some extra calories. According to an online calculator, with regard to my height and weight, I'm meant to burn 196 calories for 20 minutes of HIIT. So I'm looking to smash that. I want to go above and beyond, and I'm hoping that this sun will help me. Let's get into it. To let you guys know the advantages of doing a HIIT workout, up first we have overall improved performance. HIIT stimulates our anaerobic system, which gives our body more stamina in any exercise regardless of what it is. Secondly, it improves our heart health. As I said before, it's a shorter workout, which obviously not only saves us time, but it helps our body become more efficient in delivering oxygen to our muscles, and it also improves our metabolic health. The third advantage of doing HIIT is known as calorie afterburn. The harder you work during your workout, the longer it will take for your body to get back to normal, which means that you'll burn more calories for an hour or so after you've worked out. This is called calorie afterburn, or scientifically it's called post-exercise oxygen consumption. As with anything, there's always a few disadvantages. So up first we have that HIIT is definitely not for beginners because it can make you feel very uncomfortable. There's such a range of exercises, it's extremely intense, your heart rate gets very high, so if you're not used to working out, then perhaps ease your way into something a little bit more lighter. Secondly, there's always the risk of injury. HIIT includes plenty of plyometrics and sprints, and if your body isn't used to it, it could end up with a little fall, and nobody wants that. Finito, Romeo done, my workout is completed. As I said, HIIT workout 20 minutes, and I managed to burn a total of calories. Next up is jogging, which is a steady state type of workout, and you simply just jog. I think it's pretty much self-explanatory, but the idea is that you get to a level of intensity where you're able to talk, but with a little bit of difficulty. Hello, welcome to my balcony and welcome to part 2 of the video. I'm just sat here taking in some rays, enjoying the sunshine before I go on my 20-minute run. And I want to see how many calories I can burn in 20 minutes alone. According to an online calculator, with my height, age and weight, supposedly I can burn 240 calories. Which of course is going to be determined by how hard I work, and when I say I haven't been on a run in about 3 to 4 weeks, it's going to be a shock to the system. So let's put it to the test. About the advantages of jogging. Jogging is known for increasing your endurance. Longer and slower exercises helps you build up endurance in your heart and muscles. Secondly, it provides you with an overall improved health. There's links and studies to show that jogging helps with stress, anxiety, sleep, glucose regulation, all the way up to cognitive function. It basically sounds like this miracle exercise that if we do it, we're just gonna stay alive forever. Another advantage of jogging is that it strengthens our muscles and joints. That's the advantages of jogging, and to consider the negatives, up first we have risk of injury. Doing the same motions over and over can lead to repetitive stress injuries, or a simple wrong step and we have a twisted ankle. The second disadvantage is that jogging is boring. To be honest, jogging is not for everyone, and I feel that it's especially painful when the weather's really bad as well. A, because it's really hard to actually get motivated to even get outside, and then if you make it outside, you've got to stay motivated enough to actually keep on the jog and not jog on back on home. So let's be honest, it's not the most exciting of exercises. God, I am dead. You can probably see how difficult that run was, and I'm actually shaking as well. Let me just sit and recover for a second. Active calories I burnt. That's everything you need to know on the exercises themselves, what it is, the pros, the cons, but now we need to know which exercise won. Which exercise burnt me the most calories? I've got my laptop here. We all know when the laptop comes out, it's time to get mathematical. I'm getting my maths on. We've got some stats. So to start with the HIIT workout, according to the online calculator, I was supposed to burn 196 calories. Now, by the end of the 20 minutes of doing a HIIT workout, I burnt 196 calories, exactly what the online calculator predicted me at, which is really very interesting to me. It smashed it. It got my height and my age, and it thought I was going to burn 196 calories, and I burned 196 calories. I was a bit disappointed because I thought that I would surplus that just because I was in a good headspace to work really hard. That being said, we'll get into the detail as to why I didn't burn more calories a little bit later. Talk about my heart rate. My average beats per minute was at 165, and to be honest with you, I was really happy. I'll insert a clip here. I was dancing because I thought I'd worked really hard. And that is an average for me, and when I hit an average of 165, I'm buzzing. I'm thinking I've done really well, but let me tell you in a few minutes why that wasn't as good as I would hoped. Now, to compare to the jogging, the online calculator expected me to burn 240 calories in just 20 minutes. So I went on my run, and at first all was fine and dandy. Now let me tell you, this was the hardest run I have ever done. I hadn't run in about 3 weeks, which doesn't sound too bad, but this was a very big shock to the system. At one point, I couldn't even feel my heart and lungs. I was going that quick, it couldn't keep up. But clearly my fitness had dipped, and let me just let the stats do the talking. Okay, so I jogged for 20 minutes and I burnt 218 calories, which is 22 calories under prediction. However, it is really interesting. My average heart rate was 186 beats per minute, and it did get up to 200 beats per minute at one point. I'll tell you what, I'm actually really embarrassed at that because that just means that I'm extremely unfit. But it's okay, it's all about how we go up from here, okay? It's about the journey, not the destination. Compare my heart rate to HIIT, it was 21 beats per minute higher than HIIT, which is not good. HIIT heart rate should have been higher because it was a higher intensity. Jogging heart rate should have been much lower because it's a steady state, moderate intensity. This is a fascinating experiment. It's very interesting. I need to get into the whys and the whats because this is just absolutely mad, right? I no longer leave my laptop because this is just all about experience. So I went into the HIIT workout thinking I was going to work extremely hard and I was going to smash the calories, and yes, I did meet the expected 196 calories that the online calculator thought I was going to burn. However, I obviously didn't try my hardest. It's just facts that I far from tried my hardest, and looking back it makes sense because one, it was a bloody hot day. It was 21 degrees and I was already sweating before, so that would have just knackered me out in one. I'm not used to working out in the heat. I'm really not. You might as well have stuck me in a sauna or a sunbed and been like, look, work out. And it was a shock. It was hard for me. So that's one. And clearly I took rests a little longer than I should have done. As I was saying before, I was working out for 40 seconds and then I rested for 20 seconds. Yes, if I was absolutely dying and once again couldn't feel my heart, I would take an additional 10 seconds to recover, but that is not what HIIT is, and quite clearly my heart rate didn't get up as high as it should have done. Earlier I mentioned my RPE, which is my rate of perceived exertion, and I'm going to rank my jog a solid 10. I physically couldn't have tried harder if I wanted to. An average heart rate of 186 is mental, and then I'm going to rate my HIIT workout as a 6. Quite clearly I didn't try hard enough. So the clear winner here is jogging, which to be honest I am not thrilled about in the slightest, just because I find it that incredibly boring. But it's important to spice up your workout, so you need to keep it interesting. So I'm definitely going to add more of those into the mix, and I'm going to keep my HIIT workouts. I'm just going to make sure that I work a lot harder to make sure that I get maximum results from it. That's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it interesting, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!